All right, hey gang, how's it going, everybody? All right, hey gang, how's it going, everybody? All right, hey gang, how's it going, Whoa, everybody? Incorrect. Something's wrong. Whoa. Sorry. Incorrect. Something's wrong. Whoa. Sorry. Incorrect. Something's wrong. Whoa. Sorry. Incorrect. Something's wrong. Sorry. All right, that should be significantly better. How are we doing? Hello. No more echo indeed. Oh goodness, love the little technical glitches, don't we? One of these days I'll have a perfect start to a stream and it will be flawless. It is not this day though, unfortunately. But that's okay. That's kind of the point here, is that we're just doing it and sending it and having a good time. Just trying to make sure that we're enjoying, you know, where we're at, rather than trying to be anywhere else. And so, yeah, here we are. Back in Satisfactory 1.1 experimental. Goodness gracious. Let me get the world sucks loaded here so that we can get going on the game. Get going on the last bit of Space Elevator Phase 2 so that we can get into oil and plastic and rubber and the early stages of nuclear power, which is going to be a thing TM. But we'll get there. It will take a moment or two. It's just gonna take a minute, that's all. But we'll get there. It won't be a problem. But I hope you're doing well. I hope everybody who's who's here is having a good time. Last we left off, we had a little bit of an elevator here. But yeah. Hope you're having a good day. But oh, right, I need to switch my my controller. Oopsies. Again, one of these days I'll have a perfect start to my stream. It is not this day. That's okay. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. All right. And like I was saying, we had a little bit left in our phase 2 space elevator quest. So we need to get 100 automated wire. I believe, and then I think I need to get 1,000 versatile framework together, which means I need to get 1,000 modular frames. It also means that I have to get 100 stators together, if I'm remembering correctly, which won't be that big a deal. Just gonna be a little bit of a headache. But we have a copper node over there. And yeah, it should be pretty easy to get taken care of. But gang, I learned something that has me big mad and had me big mad all afternoon. I took us on a extravagant tour of the desert to try and find a summer sloop because that was the only one that I could remember where it was at. As it turns out, there is actually one other location that I knew of, or at least rediscovered because of the Satisfactory calculator map. And it's like right here. It's just up on top of this. And I feel exceptionally silly. It's directly on top of this godforsaken pillar. And I am very silly. Do you hear it? Because I sure do. As I fall to the ground. I just wanted to get back down to the ground so I could check. You know, I just had to make sure. Make sure that my my reality was what I was actually experiencing. Boop. 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 Oh god. Here's where the anxiety kicks in. And there's the summer sloop. that I could have had in less than.
We hum a simple melody into the effigy, yet we hear no harmony. It covers the temple in bones and organs and limbs, yet ignores our bleeding wounds. Scripture is needed. Consume.
A familiar pattern is emerging in your brain. Please assess yourself for signs of concussion. If necessary, a replacement pioneer will be dispatched. Work must continue. Replacement delivery schedule estimate. Error, years.
I very well could be concussed. I am not certain. That was a lot. That was a lot to deal with just then. My goodness. Ada was intent on making sure that I feel crazy and I wasn't just hearing alien life forms trying to speak to me through the void. Meanwhile, I'm trying to listen to the alien life forms speaking to me through the void, but Ada is not having any of that. What do we think the chances are that I can snipe one of these guys from up here? Yep, there's one. Where are you going? I just want to talk. Good night. I could be a professional MLG player. I could be a professional MLG player. Anyways. Why was I running after and trying to get a summer swoop so badly yesterday? Well, the simple answer is that there's, you know, some novelty in having the S that we all drew in high school. I don't know how well I can make it show up, but I can drop it on the ground here. Do you remember being in like grade school and drawing this particular shape? That's part of why I wanted one. It seemed like a cool thing to have, and I wanted to put one in my pocket, so I did. Don't judge me. And I also, realistically and actually what I wanted it for is that in the 1.0 update that dropped at the beginning of this, or at the end of last year actually, they added a section of they added an actual use for these, whereas before there was not one. There was actually like legitimately no use beforehand, and there is one now. I speak. So good. Now, summer sloops, just like Mercer spheres, do something. Am I going to be able to do anything with it just yet? Probably not. But basically what this is going to do is it will double my output for building. So if I have a constructor making 20 screws per minute, I'm going to have a constructor making 20 screws per minute with the same amount of material. Doesn't really matter what the input is, the output is doubled. And so you get twice as much production for the whole thing. And it's just kind of an incredibly useful and worthwhile thing for me to have. I do need to fix my webcam here, and again, one day I will have a perfect start to my stream. Everything will be beautiful. It will be, you know, solved from the outset, but it is not this day. I'm a professional. Thank you, Callie. But yeah, so there we go. Now you can see my face directly. And when I look at the screen like Seinfeld, you'll be able to, when I look at you in the camera, you'll be able to see me just like Seinfeld or some other such like 90s stand-up comic TV show. Everybody Loves Raymond, or I'm not sure what the fuck else it would be. But yeah, anyway, summer sloops. Glad I have them. Now I need to find Sam ore, and that's a big mystery to me. I'm not sure where to go exactly for that one. I know there's a node out there, but I need explosives, which means I need sulfur. However, I do know where there is a sulfur node. And it's nearby, actually, this Caterium node. It's down in here, if I'm remembering correctly. Yep. Baha! I am so good at games. But yeah, there's an impure node down there, and I do have a handful of miners. And yeah, I could go run out that way. I think there's a SAM node over here somewhere. I don't remember where exactly it is. Yeah. Huh. Where to go next? That's all right. I need to focus on my task at hand that I've given myself today, which is going to actually be... I need to edit the name of the stream. Hold please. Bear with me just a moment. All right, there we go. Phase 2 is finally done. That's what I'm going to call it. But I need to make some... I need to make some path that will take modular frames from this box over here via truck over to where that coal building is over there, unload them, and then simultaneously reload the versatile framework and bring it back to the space elevator. So what I realistically need to do first off is to set up the machines over there that need to make those products. So I'm going to go over here, swim across the water, and get that started. But yeah, hope everybody's having a good day. Glad to have you on stream. Glad to be here today. Been kind of a lazy one, just you know, a Saturday. Nothing really special or exceptional to report. Had a lovely evening with one of my partners last night, and yeah, now we're just here playing some Satisfactory on stream. Oops, sorry about that. All right, and Mark 1 miner? No, Mark 2 miner, yes. And what direction do I want this to go in? This one, right? Yeah, like I want it to go actually more to the right, I think. So yeah, I think I wanted to aim it at the building here. Have it drop, hit the floor or the ground. It's called the ground when it's outside. Have it drop, hit the ground, go upward onto a second floor up top where I have some assemblers. After it's fed through some constructors, and I'll make some wire out of it because the stators require 8 wire per iteration and it needs 3 steel pipes also. So what we'll do is, because we're gonna have to seal, or we're gonna want to finish this out anyway. Eventually I will get some catwalks, and that will help button up this design a little bit as well. And I gotta decide on a more interesting and more fun color than just regular old orange. Even though I am box colored and shaped, probably want to do something a little bit different, I think. But I don't know what that color should be. So pick a hex code. Help me decide. I'd love the input. All right, and because I know I'm gonna need a bunch of space for I'm gonna need a bunch of space for not only for smelters to make the copper ingots, but also constructors to make the wire. I am also gonna need a bunch of space for assemblers to make the various things that I need to make over here, including but not limited to versatile framework. So I think I need about, goodness gracious. I think I need probably 3 per iteration. That feels at the outset like a pretty reasonable number. These are just to get through the initial parts until we can start building the mega factory side of things. When I can start building those big satellite installations that I was telling the Windy Crusader about yesterday or the day before. I'm not quite at the point where I can safely start doing that.
You will be doing useful things.
Ada is not helpful. She's like one of the most demoralizing forces in this game. Short of just like somebody coming in here and slapping me in the face with a wet fish. Ada is about it. Ada's as good as it gets. That butthole. Anyway, taking a look at what these ratios are going to be like, I want to take a look here real fast. So automated wiring, I can do 2.5 per minute, assuming I have the full influx of this. This should be pretty easy to get. This will also be pretty easy to get. Let's see. So I should be able to do 2.5 per minute there. Not really concerned there. It's up at the top. It's up at the top, you absolute goof. That's not bad. That's really not bad. 2.5 modular frames per minute to make 5 versatile framework per minute. That's not bad at all. 12 steel beams, 30 per minute. Okay. Let's kick some tires here. That's exactly how many steel beams I'm producing per minute. So I see here that I'm producing 30 steel beams per minute. I could take some of those steel beams. I sure could, couldn't I? Although, how are we doing here is a question. Is it Mark II? Okay. You a Mark II? Okay. We actually producing 95 a minute? Or 45 a minute? Because if I'm producing 135 per minute, and that needs 60, I still can only do 2. Huh. Think about how to do this particular set of problem solving. I might have to set up just an entirely new steel production elsewhere. In fact, I'm probably going to have to do that. I will have to do that. But that will have to wait until I can actually dedicate the resources to get the Mercer Sphere MAM tech tree unlocked, until I can actually get the ability to have the interdimensional depot. As slow as it may or may not be. Which means I need Sam. Which is a big old bummer. Okay. I can at least get this done now, though. Hold on just a second for me. I can at least get this done now, and I can get this cooking in the background while I go exploring. And then once I have that exploring, or while I have this cooking actually, then I can, you know, come back. And if I set up a truck or a tractor, really, like I'm thinking to do the back and forth of all of these things, then that would be a level of automation where I can be kind of hands off and just let things go. I don't really have to worry about it so much. And that would be pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. So, is it going to be ideal? No. Just it flat out will not be good. Won't be great, but at the least it won't be terrible. So I have that going for me, which is nice. Now it's just a question of where do I want these things to go up? Where do we go uppies? I could do some silliness like that and have it be here. And then here. You go uppies? You make uppies? Hey, uppies! Yay! Okay. Well, that's a part of the problem solved. But not really. Just a part of the problem. Second part of the technical challenges here is that I need to figure out where I want the copper to come in to this building. I have not figured that part out just yet, but can I get away with doing it somewhere like, am I gonna take fall damage here? Oh, Minecraft rules don't apply here. Dang it. That's a bummer. Can I get away with doing this? Is this in collision of anything? It feels like inviting danger if I do it here. If I just like slapdash a hole in the middle of a production line. That feels like it's inviting all kinds of problems. For me, not for you. For me, I have. And what do you know? Anyway, it was at least a thought. I don't know if it was a good one or not, but it was definitely a thought. One of the most thoughts of all time. Kind of like me. All right, and that way. And I can get rid of this little walkway that I made for myself because no, I'm good. Thank you. And whee. Yeah, okay. So if I do this the way that I'm thinking, then there is a real, like, feasible possibility that I could get away with doing. I like the aesthetic of having things come out of the wall, out of the side of a building, and like down the floor, down the side of a building, down to the ground. I also really like the idea of it coming just straight out the bottom of the floor of the building, because we do have this big platform to work with, and because that doesn't make sense where it's at. We're all about the aesthetic here. Thank you. Anyway, but because it doesn't really make sense for it to be, doesn't make sense for it to be like out of the wall and down a void of empty space like this is, it kind of makes sense for it to just go straight down, at least in my mind. The other kind of unfortunate part about truck stations and the way that they work in terms of materials in versus materials out is that you can load in materials, but you can't load out. Like, you can drop materials in, but you can't pull them out from the same truck station. So I'll have to have two separate ones. There'll be one for dropping off the modular frames, and then another one that will pick up the automated wire and the versatile framework. It is unfortunately how it's gonna have to happen. Well, I say unfortunately, it's not even really that unfortunate. It's just kind of is what it is. So I think the idea that I had in making the platform, the feet of this thing where they are is not necessarily bad. But it is going to have to change or be altered just a little bit. So let's find out how much. Truck stations, if I'm remembering correctly, have have something of a large footprint. Not huge, but it's not small either. Yeah, okay, that's about what I thought. Like, it is a small-ish building. There's two outputs on the south side there, and then there's three inputs on the north side. So two inputs here, a fuel input there, and two outputs there. So I'm gonna need to have two different ones, but I can have the same truck do the same path and have it just go and do. Yeah, okay. Let's see. All right. So that's the input. What?
Fixit reminds you to drive vehicles accurately through a truck station's dock area while recording a path. This ensures it will connect properly once everything is automated. The truck station can be set to load or unload, and can also refuel vehicles. Unlike some pioneers, truck stations care about saving humanity.
She must be talking about one of y'all. I'm sorry that she feels it okay to talk any kind of mess about you. That's messed up. I mean, you're not wrong. It is a fairly mundane and boring task that we have found ourselves doing here. Or do I rotate? So if it comes in through here, or even if it goes over the land bridge there, in through this natural road down to here, and I have to rotate this. So I'm thinking, like, do I make it like a cul-de-sac where the tractor comes in and the unload point is in the dark, as well as like over this way and kind of lined up with this, and the conveyor belts go around the sides? I kind of like that, actually. I kind of like that as an aesthetic choice. Nope, that's the wrong direction. There we go. Which means that you need to change. You. Yeah. Bigger question that I have is, can I investigate? Hold on. I can go this way with the tractor. Oh yeah, right up that way. Oh, okay, not a problem at all. So yeah, tractor will come across this land bridge over this way, go over here, and then down. It'll hit truck station, or the truck, like the first truck station here, and then it'll turn around or turn into the next one, where there will be both the fuel that it needs to pick up as well as the finished products that it needs to export. So we'll have the input be the first part where it empties its inventory. Makes the most sense to my brain. And then we'll have it be the output that it goes to next. And it'll be that much easier to figure out logistics on that, at least. Yeah, that seems like the winning strategy to me. Let's see. Truck station. All right, I want the frame there. And then this one I want to be center lined there. Gotta make like it's gotta make a little bit of aesthetic sense, right? Is this still on? Oh wow. Thank you, Blade Runners. Oh. I thought that this was bigger than it was. That's what the hesitation was. I thought it was just a little bit taller or a little bit bigger than it actually was. I thought it was a foundation in width and in height, and it was, or width and depth, and I was wrong. Just a little bit. That's okay. We all learn. Okay. Power pole. We'll go with one out there. Do a power line here. This is again the input. And we'll connect some power there. We'll go about there. And then we'll go here. Yeah. All right, so these should both be set up now, at least. This one needs to be unload, and this one needs to be set up to load. So it's a simple little toggle, but you'd be surprised how often it can be flipped, and mistakenly so. I have done it a number of times where I have gone the opposite direction with the flow of items, and spent then like 10 hours trying to fix that particular mistake. I would like to avoid doing that at all in this here game of mine, but I don't know how much confidence I have in doing that. Yeah, it was bad. Yeah. Okay. Back to what we originally came here for. So if I have copper coming in there, and I have space enough for I know I have space here for the modular frames. I think I can snake a conveyor belt in through like here, in past all these rocks, to where I can get a Mark II lift down. And can I... Does that make sense? Oh, it's right through that rock. Sorry. I had to cough there real fast. Anyway, no, I did a boo-boo. It's okay. I'm not proud of everything that I do. The old adage bears out yet again. I think here. How do I want to do this? I could very easily steal a little bit of coal per minute here. Maybe? Oh, because it's a merger. Right. Hmm. I mean, I could also just do one of these and just not think about it too hard. Or really at all. I don't have a particular amount of shame or like preciousness attached to doing something like this. I do, however, have something of a moral-ish quandary, and that's more along the lines of aesthetics and or sins that I might be, committing while aesthetic crime is happening. But that's a different thing altogether. I cannot do, let's see, this interior bit. So if I can go along the inside here, if I could do like a Mark II there. This is an input. Yeah, okay. That's correct. I am very silly. What about that? It just looks silly. It's not actually silly. It just looks silly. That's all. It just looks silly. Yeah. All right. So that's the input from this guy, which is modular frames. And then I'm going to be making the stators here, which is again from the copper that I'm going to be pulling from that other, from that copper node that's like right there. So let's get that routed too while we're at it. Yeah, we should do one of these because it will be aesthetic and pretty. But of course, first we have to run back to the base. Hey, okay. Lizard doggo. Hey, buddy. I think I've mentioned this a couple of times that you can actually tame these guys. They are... Maybe? Hello? Buddy? Yoo-hoo. Oh, that's a... God. What are you guarding? Oh, cool. Wait, come back. Come back, buddy. Come here. Okay. So, lizard doggos are very skittish little creatures. If you hold some pale berries in your hand and you don't sprint but you walk over to where they are and hold pale berries in your hand, they will pay attention to you and walk away from you backwards slowly. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to separate out just one and see if I can entice him to come back over. And come back and say hey. If he'll see if he'll join the squad. Buddy. You gonna join? No? Buddy. Yeah, the giant singer out in the open was not a good... Oh, my goodness. Did you see that? Oh, hi. Hi, baby. Did you find anything? Oh, what's the dog's name? What's the puppy's name? Do we have any names for the puppy? Charles. All right, yeah, Chuck's a good name. I like Chuck. No, I'm kidding. We'll do Charles. Charles is a proper boy. Very dapper young lad. Now, The thing to know about these little silly boys is that they are very, they're very derpy. They're very pretty, but they're very derpy. They will get lost places and they will try and follow you as long as you have, like, they'll try and follow you, period. In specific, I think this one's following me. I think, I like to believe, because I'm holding the paleberries. I don't know that to actually be the case, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, but I can test this real fast. He's following me regardless of what I'm holding. So I just have that out because I wanted to have it out. See, there he goes. Charles is a good boy. Oi, you. Different story. You making all kinds of threatening and aggressive noises. You better not hurt Charles. If you do, we are gonna have some choice rib tonight. Don't hurt Charles. Ow. Did you get rotated? Did you do a dumb? I think it did a dumb. Charles, buddy, hey. Hi. You coming over? Come on. Let's go back. You have to walk kind of slow because they are kind of slow, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to play bodyguard here. And very slowly walk through the forest, and I'm trying to get Charles back to the base so that I can build a little enclosure for him and make sure that he stays safe against the dangers of nature. Good night. Come on. Let's go. Okay. All right. You want the smoke? You can handle the smoke. I don't know why you're doing that. You dummy. But good night. Charles? Bud? Where'd we go? Yoo-hoo. There he is. He got stuck on a rock. Hey, Gary. Come on, Charles. Come here, boy. I'm so tempted to whistle into the microphone, but I know that's a horrible idea. And so I will not. Hi, Gary. Charles. So like I said, they get lost. They're very silly little boys. A border collie, this is not. A blue healer, this is not. They are, in a word, dumb. Hate to give them the label, but not for nothing they got their tongue sticking out their head. Have to occasionally walk a normal pace and check behind to make sure that they're still hanging out. They're still walking behind me. Come on, buddy. You got this. Oh, that's bees. I hear it. Hello. Crabs. Don't you dare. Why? Don't die here. No. No. Ow. Don't die here. Come on, Charles. Come on. Let's get away from the danger. It's just, it's not a good time over there. It's just, it really isn't. We don't want to play with that. They're not nice neighbors. They're aggressive. They say mean things about me. And they kind of smell funny. Bah. Bah. Oh. Good night. Okay. Wow. Oh. I'm really just kind of shooting to see if I can nail one of them at all. I don't have glass windows yet, so I'm unfortunately gonna have to put Charles into a an enclosure that doesn't have proper ventilation. That's not true. It will. It just is gonna be maybe less than what I could do because of just I'm limited by the technology of my time. That's all. Right. Charles, I need you to try and stay around here, please. I have to grab something. Be right back. Give me that. And Charles, you still down there? Yeah, you are. Good boy. I'm gonna build him a little beachfront oasis. I discovered recently that you can't actually like jump through these anymore. You used to be able to like kind of slide and find a way to get yourself through these little conveyor wall holes. They don't seem to be able to be like traversed quite that way. Like you can't just slide through the gap, as it were. Charles, come on, come here, boy. Oh, look at you, so proper. Come here, buddy. Come on. Come. Yeah. Oh, hey, parachute. Nice. That is a really handy thing to have. Something I for sure don't have unlocked yet. I do have it unlocked. I don't have it available to me. But guess who needs to and will be staying in here? But Charles has a little enclosure now. First of his name, the eyeball licker. But damn, what a good boy. Yeah, it's a puppy pen for safety. And he can still see out. He's still got good viewing spots. Oh, I don't have enough quartz crystal for that. Let's see. Can I want to be able to make a sign here. Because Charles deserves a sign, I think. But all of my quartz crystal is up on the top level, I think. And this is worthwhile to me. To also run up and grab the copper sheeting that I've been meaning to finish making since I unlocked the hypertubes yesterday. But that's beside the point. Anyway. Perdonene? Excuse me? Am I losing my mind? Where did I put the quartz crystal? Is it in the Explorer? It better not be. Because it's certainly not in this. Wow, that was a ballsy play. Okay. Do not want to repeat that very often. But so about that about the parachute. Nope, not what I want. Nope, not what I want. I want the crafting bench. Give it to me. It's not in there either. Where did I leave the quartz crystal then if it wasn't there? Hey, Paul Tricks. Nice to have you in the chat. I'm glad you're enjoying my stream. Yeah, I don't have a Discord server set up yet, but I absolutely can. It will take a bit of time, but I hope you stick around and enjoy the stream. Hang out a little bit more. I'd love to see you more in the chat. I would also love to know where I put my quartz crystal. That would be really cool if I knew where that was, but I don't at this present moment. Are you in this box? No. You're not in this box. And I don't think I left it in a storage container. Oh, Gary? I was so embarrassed that I remembered where it was. And I was supposed to be over here doing the thing. Bonk. And hey, Gary. What you doing, buddy? You just hanging out at the beach over there? Okay, cool. Go off. Our 16-foot tall king, emperor of the world. The ephemeral, the ineffable, the translocative Gary. So anyways, remember when I was whining about how I didn't have quartz crystal? I remembered where I put it. It's in that box right there. I I am not proud of everything that I do, but I do commit to the bit. I will say that much. Oh, goodness gracious. Anyways, I came over here with the intention of getting quartz crystal so that I can make a sign for Charles, our baby, who we have now a puppy playpen so that he can be safe and protected from all of the horrors of the world. Whee! Ow. Oh, excuse me. I also have a passing curiosity as to how many Gary, what are you doing? You just you weirdo. Anyway, I have a passing curiosity as to what Gary distracted me. Sorry. Gary distracted me. The passing curiosity that I had was as to how many of the stators I would actually be able to produce. I don't know that number off the top of my head, but I can probably do some math and figure it out. Mark 1 miner? Incorrect. No, we do Mark 2 miners here. Mark 1 miners it is. All right, but if I take this here and I have this, the case, twink. And then I take a Mark III belt and I want this to go straight. Forget what that's like. Yep, that'll work. Ow. Alrighty, and It's too long for that. What on earth is it colliding into? I cannot tell. That's okay. I don't need to know in this moment. I can live in the ignorance of not knowing. Conveyor belt is too long. Come here. Disappointed. Not upset. Disappointed. Excuse me? What is this? The absolute gall. The audacity of that conveyor pole to say it was on there straight. Yeah, okay. It's like calling me straight. Why with this? Why with this? Nonsense. Does that actually look straighter? That... Okay. Don't get hyphy about it. I'm not gonna get hyphy about it. I'm just building things. Just having a good old time. Just having a good old time. That's all. Whee! Alright, so that's copper routed there. At least to the building itself. I need modular frames. I think I would like to get the tractor down and get the path at least started. At least recorded so that I can get things moving over. Because kind of regardless of whether or not I'm able to get anything produced with it, I can also still like get the... I can at least get the path recorded. Hey Gary, what you up to? Right. Oh, still name modular frames. Hello. Give. But first. I keep forgetting where things are here. Off center. Nice. Solid. Beautiful. Class A performance there. Can I can. Gary. Not Gary. Charles. I know who my children are. All right, Charles first of his name. There we go. I think that's it. And yeah, Charles first of his name. And let's see, vertical gradient. Make this a bit more saturated. Make this more of a lighter blue. A little bit brighter. About there, I think. Yeah, there we go. That looks like a real PowerPoint thing. And then we could do one of these. With Charles facts. But I'm gonna need some help with the Charles facts. That's a good one. I like it. When Charles licks his eyes. Oop. It means he loves you. make this layout make any kind of sense. There we go. And it has to be bigger than the actual sign Charles that represents Charles first of his name. Because why wouldn't it be? All right, another Charles fact, please. Charles is wanted in the state of Monaco. Or Charles is wanted in the country of Monaco. That'll work. There we go. All right. I think if I can, this needs to be a new line, and this needs to be a new line too. How much can I separate these? Yeah, okay. Charles has several active warrants in Monaco for tax evasion. When he looks his eyes, it means he loves you. This is Charles, first of his name. There's the boy. Oh, and he's so pretty too. Look at that smile. Ah, face only a mother could love. I think you're right. He does need a nightlight. I think he needs several, actually. Oh, but I did shut the door on him. Hey, buddy. All right. Wait. I could do better than this. I'm just gonna give him one little one. The one little one here, and have it be just a panel of light. Yeah, bud? Is that it? You better not be licking your eyeballs right now. I love you too, but this is not the time. This is not the time. I'm a little busy. I'm trying to make your place a little bit more pretty. I don't know why you're on my butt right here. I think it needs to be green. It needs to be like bright green, like radiation color green. And I think it needs to be, because it's like green light so his eyes don't get hurt at night, right? Like it's got to be like an actual proper night light, right? Yeah. That'll be nice and good for him at night. Well, looking at it more seriously, probably need to tone it down a little bit. You're right. Amber is the lowest eye strain. I can hear him panting in the background. And it's one of the strangest, most discomforting sounds I think that I've heard in this game. Bye, Charles. just hearing him pant in the background, like just straight up in the back of my ear. Just like, buddy, you don't have anything else, anything better you could be doing right now? You got to be doing that right now, right here in the back of my ear? Unreasonable. Surface is too uneven. You're too uneven. Huh. Yeah, okay. We'll bring things over. Gary, what are you doing? Like, for real, buddy. I remember the totally not obvious lie of when I will go exploring for things, I will collect all of the tall power towers. I'm trying to set up some drug stations here. And I'm not sure how I want these to happen exactly. But I think I need to have one here. Kind of on this part of the platform. What are you? Oh, are you colliding with the space elevator? Just like barely though? That's silly. And you, my friend, are an eggplant. So you will be load and you will be unload. Right? Yes. Okay. Cool. And that will be that. And let's see. Oh. Wait until you have a jetpack. Don't deal with it now. Not important to deal with it now. Not important to deal with it now. It's fine. It's fine. So well, the sound you just heard was the sound of the power grid failing because someone just got a little overzealous with deleting power lines because I wanted to get the tall power lines. I am not proud of everything I do. I wanted to move the power tower that was right there so that I could get like Gary, buddy, you are the worst. Anyway, I wanted to move them so I could get this more like in a better location for what my brain wanted, which was apparently over here. What? Gary, can I help you? Thank you. Anyway, I wanted things to be like a little bit cleaner. I wanted to have a better like feel for and setup of where my power infrastructure is. And so I was of the mind momentarily in a lapse of perhaps judgment and or you know maybe a moral failing of some kind that I could would you I am trying to have a dialogue with my audience, sir. Good night. He cares not for my dialogue, indeed. Like, goodness. Okay, anyway, I was trying to get my power, like, cleaned up so that I could have these big power poles and have it make a little bit of sense and not have to worry quite as much about, you know, power transmission. And it turns out, in a stunning twist of fate, stunning really to me alone in that one, that when you disconnect one of the power lines, it has the potential to turn off your factory, and that is a problem. So less of a problem now. Goodness gracious. All right. Well, that was that problem solved, I suppose. Which, hey presto, just like that, it's like nothing even happened. It was like nothing. Not a thing even happened. I don't know what you're talking about. Taking a quick break mentally here because I have a couple of components that I'm thinking about that I have to address. So I not only have the route that the tractor has to travel to get from the space elevator to the stator and like the advanced wire and the versatile framework production. I then also have to set up both of those things, as well as refine copper into cable, into wire and cable, actually, for that matter. I have to deal with the both of them because they're both part of the equation for automated wire. I need 8 cable. That's 4 ingots per minute. I need 20 cable, 8 wire, so that's 4 ingots per minute. I need 20 cable, which is 20 ingots per minute. So 24 per minute for 1 automated wire per minute, roughly. It's not quite that, like, it's not quite that, like, direct a conversion because I also do have to contend with having 3 steel pipes per minute, 3 steel pipes per cycle. And I also need to have 1 stator to go with 20 cable. So I think it's 2.5 per minute. So I need 2.5 or 5, something like that. I really should be doing it visually. I don't know why I'm telling you about this. It could be just, you know, I could just be showing you, and like that would be just swell. But also you can witness me problem solve and figure out what I'm doing while I'm doing it. So isn't that fun for you? But I can do a Mark II miner here, which gives me 240, 120 copper per minute. Gary, buddy, you gotta get away from there. Thank you. All right, and last I recall, I had gotten the vertical elevator up from the first level to the second level. I don't remember. Oh, I did. The other one, I had not. All right, and this needs to be Mark II. No, it needs to be here and to there. I would like to be able to see every once in a while, but we should start seeing some copper ore come up this lift. Speak of the devil. And from there, we can go over here. Jump as high as we possibly can. Get rid of that. And since I have it, and I really should be using it, I'm gonna set this up by hand. One day I will have blueprints set up. It will not be a problem. I will be able to smile, look at the camera, and drop an entire factory in like 10 clicks. 10, maybe 12. Of course, you know, if I don't have any of the materials that I need. Gary! Ow! You're supposed to save me. butthead. That was really all on me rather than Gary. All right, and of course the ideal here would be for one of these at all to be the right kind of power pole so that I could just crawl up on top of one. Hey, Charles. And also, I thought I saw Gary over there on the beach. Just, you know, doing whatever it is that Gary is doing right now. On an unrelated note, how are we doing on tickets? Hey, Gary. 3 of them. Wow. Boy, howdy. We're living large. Put that away. I can put... What do I got here? What do I really need to have on me in this moment? I don't know that I need to drop anything else off. But I do need to deal with the remains from the stingers and from the spitters as well. And that will clean up some inventory space for me. Okay. And what else can we do here? I still need some SAM ore. I need 5 more crystal oscillators. I also need 5 high-speed connectors. I need a bunch other things. Still need a bunch of motors. None of that's changed. Okay, rad. But I do need some of that, and then let's be smart here. I need some modular frames. Modular frames. And I need some more concrete. Tell you, when I get the dimensional depot set up, oh boy, all bets are off. That thing is incredibly helpful. Oh, and while I'm at it, I am here, so I could just very easily replace this guy with the correct one. And it is going to make another town, so I apologize in advance for that. You ready for it? 3, 2, 1. Or not. That was... What? Why didn't it make a sound? There it is. That's what I was expecting. I expected that awful noise. It just came a slightly delayed way. That's all. Why are you... okay. Perfect. All right. It will take a second to get back connected, but that is okay. It will get done. Well, I say that. There we go. All right. And boink. Loud noise. There we go. All right. And that problem is solved. Well, ish. At least part of the problem is solved. Not the whole totality of it. But I can start getting back and forth pretty quickly now. Short of getting hypertubes and short of getting tractor, this is going to be one of the faster ways for me to get from point A to point B in my base. At least insofar as like getting from this end of the thing to the other end of the thing. Yeah. Should have copper ore going up to the top. Still have steel being produced at a pretty reasonable clip, it looks like. I think I do want to... No, I'll have to wait on that one, honestly. I was thinking I might be able to get some steel beams over to the other base just for general purpose or general use. I don't know that I can really do that without a smart splitter, and I don't have that unlocked just yet. Smart splitter would allow me to set a couple of different items as far as like priorities. So if I wanted to prioritize making...
It's good to see you build.
Ada, could you don't? Do you think? Could you don't? Anyway, smart splitters, as the name implies, are smart. You can set what direction you want items to go and in what output you would like them to be. This is not iron, this is copper. Thank you. I promise you, I'm good at this game. Or at least I enjoy this game. We'll get to where I can start building like really aesthetic things, but why can't you be nudged? When did that change? Is that always the case? Yeah, okay. It's just when it locks in initially. Okay. Alright, and Mark 3. Mark 3. And you, my compatriot. And be a Mark 3 as well. But you all just need to be Mark 1s. Of course, we don't have power yet, so we can't do anything. And the second that they get power connected and going, they will start to process the copper ore immediately into copper ingots. And from there, then it's a pretty easy way to kind of not really jumpstart necessarily, but also, yes, kind of jumpstart things. But for the moment, I need to set down the blueprint designer.
Once you have built a satisfactory blueprint, interact with the Blueprint Designer terminal to save it. It will then be available in the Blueprints tab of your build menu. Blueprints can always be edited to correct mistakes or optimize. If you find yourself struggling to work within the set size restrictions, remember that this is a you problem, and efficiency can always be improved.
Thanks, Ada. How do you get me? You know that I am bad at this game and that I am bad at thinking through things rationally. How do you do it? Alright, I don't want to set a recipe for this just yet because copy pasting is fairly simple and doesn't take a ton of time. But the biggest thing that I want to do here is get a basic blueprint set up so that I can kind of just drag and drop and create an enormous amount of item production at scale very quickly. So that's what I'm gonna do with this. So that's splitters, and then this is gonna be mergers. And the idea here is that I want it to have everything set up so that the auto connect will do the auto connect thing that I need it to. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Blueprints have auto connect except for power lines. So we gotta figure out how we're gonna do that, but power is pretty easy to get taken care of. I can get the array wired and then just connect to an existing array, and that will be fast. Way faster than doing all this by hand every single time. But now, because I have 4 constructors um, tied together in a little bit of a system, I can very easily and very quickly set up the whole thing from the word go at a moment's notice. It'll be able to be something that I can save in the blueprint wheel in my tab for blueprints here. And yeah, then I'm off to the kind of literally off to the races, as it were. It'll be interesting to see how efficient space-wise I can make some of this. I know that there are definitely ways I can do some clipping and I can make things like very compact. I don't know that I'm necessarily going to be going after that level of efficiency space-wise and or material-wise, but you know, we'll see. So yeah. Wait, what is, so it's an output, there's the input. I should go ahead and do myself a small favor. I don't know that I can actually, now I'm looking at it. Nope, I don't have the ability to do it. I do want to just differentiate those two, but that's okay. So I'm going to call this 4x1 constructor. And then in the item description here, the blueprint description, I'm going to say simple row of constructors. Design for simplicity or low level, high volume item production. Parentheses. The fire screws. Ports. Etc. I'm going to create a directory here, which is basically how you can categorize things. You can set as many categories as you want. So here on the left, they become categories, and I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to do that. Just kidding. I lied. I'm going to do production here for this one. But you can set categories and have them be different things. For this one, I'm going to do a right arrow. I don't know why the right arrow is just speaking to me for this, apparently. But I'm going to have a subcategory here called constructors. So think of the categories as in like books, sections of blueprints where you have things that are categorized and then subcategorized within that. So trying to think of how to define this better. So like Harry Potter has 7 books, but there's different chapters to each book. Same kind of division. I want to have this guy be in that production, or I want to have this guy edit and be in that, in the constructors subcategory over here. And then that is set. And I want this to have a constructor icon. And we'll set this to kind of a ambiguous sky, like steel gray-ish color. And there we go. That's our first blueprint, gang. Go ahead and clear that and get all the materials back. And then there's a little box here that I can take everything and put it back into my inventory. But now when I kill the blueprint maker and I go into our blueprints, fresh from where I made it is that little constructor block. And it's nice and neat and tidy, and it's like perfect and exactly what I expected and wanted. And yeah. So there we go. I just have to remember which direction is which. So that's output on the right, input on the left. So I want to do this. It's honestly a bit like magic. I will not lie. Takes a little bit of setup to get there, but once you do, it's absolutely worth it. Blueprints have been around for a minute or two, but they are absurdly helpful. Yeah. There is a different build mode as well, where we can do blueprint auto connect, which is where if you are able to auto connect a blueprint from one end to the next, it should auto connect, but it may require that these be open-ended belts here. So instead of ending in mergers and splitters, it might require that they're open-ended. I'm not super familiar with that yet because this is 1.1 and I haven't had a chance really to play a ton. At least not yet. That's what I'm here for. That's why we're both here. That's why we're all here. All right, and yeah. All right, so if we're putting out 30 per minute, that means mark 1, mark 1, mark 1, oop, mark 1, mark 2. You're just slightly further away, aren't you? Okay, that's fine. All right, you go there. So this will be making, at first, it'll be making cable, cop, wire. Wire is what it'll be making. So there's that. And I'll be making 30 per minute. So that is there, and there, and there, and there. So 30 per minute. I may have underestimated how much space I actually need to build up here. Like how much I actually need to construct up here. That's okay. I have a bit of verticality that I can extract out of this area. This is the extent of the factory floor here currently. And honestly, actually, if I just do another one of these arrays here, right in front of this one, so that I make cable, or not cable, yeah, but if I make cable like directly in front of it, we'll say that that's where it's gonna live for a moment. But if I'm making cable like directly here, then that's that taken care of, and then the next bit to worry about is the other wire that I need to build the stators. Yeah, okay. All right. Not so bad. But for sure need some more iron plate. And we're gonna see if we can snipe this from here. Yep, sure can. Trying to get back to the the main base. This is going to be the fast travel that we're going to use for a minute or two. Hopefully that's not too sharp. Okay, good. Yeet. Hey, Gary. Ow. 4 tickets this time. Okay. I needed regular iron plate, that's right. Really need some SAM ore so that I can get the Mercer spheres that I have in some kind of use so that I don't have to worry about this as much anymore. Will I get there? Who's to say? Realistically, it'll just take time. That's fine. Just a little annoying. That's all. Bonk. Okay. So, gotta do a little bit of the not so fun, like kind of boring setup stuff to get the exploring done. So, gotta do our homework, you know? And this is kind of a perfect example and encapsulation of that. We have to do our homework so that we can go mess around elsewhere. So we can go play in the backyard. You know? Alright, and I made alien DNA capsules. I should save. Nope. Should have saved 5 of them. Because I could have used them. Could have done something with them. But now I got 6 tickets. That's pretty good. I'll take 6 tickets. I wonder what kind of trouble I can get into with that. Nothing yet there. Oop, bah. All right. Organization. What can we do? Is it time to get factory lights? Is it time to get indoor lighting? Kind of want to have more power first, but it also may not be a bad idea to get some windows going. Catwalks wouldn't be bad. Or do I just wait? Or just hold them? I think I just hold them right now. Yeah. Yeah, I think I just hold them right now. Get some more things online and then be able to do a bit more. And then once I have a better idea of what I want to actually do with them, then I can come back. I'll have more because I have stuff passively being chewed up in the background. And then yeah, you know, one less thing to worry about. And that's that. And you. All right. Hey. Back over here for another fun time. And I picked up 200. Okie dokers. This heinous attempt on my life has left me scarred and disfigured. It was. I almost made it. But that one pillar, that one smokestack said, get bent, bun. Get bent, hun. Bonk. Yeah, that's kind of the difficulty that I have run into myself before as well. There's definitely a lot of ways to go about solving the same problem. I don't want that to be the case. All right, and if I am producing fire and it's coming out there, I usually do this right to left. And this is facing the wrong direction. All right. Hello. So if my input is on the left, my output's on the right here, is that centered? Sure is not. That's okay. There we go. We got there. This is going to be producing a metric butt ton of... What are we doing? Is that really the output? Okay. Well, it's going to be producing a metric butt ton of wire. So I'm just going to sit here and do that. And this should be able to make some cable off the same array type. Why are you so mad for? But you don't mind default? For real? Okay. Interesting. That far be it for me to tell you what you want to do, but it seemed to me that the other way would have been just as fine. Yeah, that's true. I'm also a little impatient. I kind of want this to get done. Yeah, makes sense. Oh, and I'm missing cable too. Yay! I love not having the ability to just summon things out of the aether into my inventory. Anyway. That was a big bummer. I thought that I was just going to be able to look at the power line and it would snap directly to it. I was so mistaken. Can I hop this jump is a question? Is that possible? Do I have the hops for that? Yeah, there we go. We are so back. Boop. There we go. All right. Let's see. Whee! All right. I need cable and I need plates, reinforced or otherwise. I actually need more reinforced plates than anything else. Which reminds me, I could probably let go of the quartz that's in my inventory currently. In favor of running up to the top of this ramp still, which I'll eventually put a hypertube in here once I remember and spend the time to do it. I think that might be why there's not that many Satisfactory streamers, is because this game is a lot of repetition and it's a lot of hey, do the same thing over and over and over again, and hey, set up this other line of production, and hey, you got to do all this other stuff. And it's not super enthralling except for the people who are like creative about entertaining people. Like, all this is all happening. And pardon me for being a little real there. It is, unfortunately. Gary, what are we doing? Yeah, it is, unfortunately. Come on. We can do this. All right. We good? We good? Thank you. I believe in me too. Or just, I really love this game. I don't know. I think it's cool and it's interesting, and I'm gonna get thrown off of this. Watch. Yay! Right to the second floor. No, but I like this game. I think it's a nice technical challenge, and it's different than most other, if not any other game that I've ever played. Not to mention, it's like, I don't know, it's beautiful. It's just, yeah, I don't know. Let's see if I can make this happen the way that I wanted it to. Oh, it's Mark III coming out of there anyway. Well, then that was silly to delete that, wasn't it? Almost like it would have been fine. It would have been fine. It would have been just fine. All right. Ah, well. Live and you learn. I lived. I don't know that I've learned yet. Is what it is. This, though, is out of alignment, and brain is like big upset about it. It was a space away from where it needed to be, because it was not aligned with the way that the rest of this was. I'm not autistic. You are. It's gonna be kind of hard to beat those allegations, hon. You had best be careful. Alright, so if I'm only consuming 60 copper ingots per minute, that's 2 of these machines. Oop, today's. You need 40 wire per minute? Really? That's it? Wow. 40 wire per minute. That's almost nothing. Like, that's extraordinarily negligible. Oh, but have a goblin who wants attention. Oh goodness. All right. What about this? Can I get away with making 2 of these? I don't know that I want it in the same line, because I'm going to be doing 2 different things with these materials. One's making cable, one's making wire. Or at least like the arrays in totality are going to be making 2 different things, even though one of them is the same as the middle of that equation. Oh, is that the output? Oh, goodness. Might be time for a break here in a moment or two. But basically, what I really need to end up doing is I need to split this basically in half. So that one goes to that, and the other goes to that. I don't really need 120 copper wire per minute. It would be nice to have. Don't get me wrong. It'll be nice to have steel pipes be the problem child in this equation, but it's not what I really need to be the case. Yeah, okay. And then this is gonna have to be the second floor for the assemblers, which is fine. Or like another floor above is fine for that. And then this will be the output for that. And the modular frames will have to come up for a few floors. And I will, yeah, modular frames will be up a few floors, and I'll bring up the steel beams, and that will be enough to help get the 1,000 that I need. The 1,000 versatile framework that I need, which requires, again, 12,000. Okay. 12,000 steel beam to make, again, 1,000 versatile framework. Can you tell how excited I am to do that? Can you see how excited I am? Do you see my very palpable, very real, not at all sarcastic excitement for such a thing that I will have to do? Anyway, yeah, gonna be pretty simple. Of course, my lack of Mercer Sphere utility continues to be a problem. Ow. Yeah, no sarcasm whatsoever. All right. Not the one on the right. No, kidokers. Nothing happened. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do anything. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing at all. When approaching and using a ladder, make sure that you align yourself to the ladder. Proceed up the ladder carefully, mindfully, thoughtfully. Approach the target for which you want to use the grapple. Look at the target for which you want to grapple, and then use the grapple. I've said it before. I will probably say it again. I am not proud of everything that I do. Whee! Whee! Bonk. Hey, Gary. To make more... Yeah, that's right. I need an iron plate. All right. Just gonna do one of those for like no reason whatsoever. Gary, what you doing? You silly boy. Boop, 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 boop. One of these days, I'll be able to use a grappling hook without even thinking about it. It is not this day. But that's okay. I don't have to be perfect all the time. I don't even have to be perfect most of the time. I can just be perfect whenever I feel like it. Whoop-ah. Bah. And in case it wasn't abundantly clear, just because of the lack of space that I've suddenly found myself with, I'm gonna take, I think, the modular frames up to the 3rd floor, combine them with the steel beams, and have the versatile framework being assembled on the top floor. I think here I can probably potentially get away with doing the stators on this floor, doing like 2 machines doing stators, because I don't think I need that much in terms of production, or like it doesn't require a ton, at least insofar as what I remember. So yeah, it's 40 and 15, so I could probably do 2 and do 10 stators a minute, which means I'll be able to do how much wire, or how much like automated wire per minute? Probably 2.5, 5 per minute? Probably 2.5 per minute. Just let's, so I could probably realistically then fit it here in this little confined cramped area. I'll have to do some belt origami to make it work, as opposed, well, or spaghetti, whichever you prefer. If you're Italian, spaghetti. If you're Japanese, or from cultures with paper folding, origami. Woo-doo. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't expect that turn to be there, but I sure didn't. Bonk. All right. Just need to grab a little bit more concrete. I think I've got enough of the other things that I might need in order to make. Yeah, I don't need leaves though. I don't know why I have those. Yeah, okay, that'll work. All right. That was a lot, whatever that was. Can I make this jump? Not that one. All right. What about here? Yeah. 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 About here? Yeah. All right. Let's just, for giggles, put one there. Just for the moment. See what we're at. Or where we're at with this. Because if I'm making 2 of these... But I can't do anything more than that. Right? Like I need 2.5 per minute? Do need a lot for motors per minute. But for these, I just need 2.5 per minute. I need a ton of cable. I don't know that I'm going to have enough based off of this. Well, I lie. So if I'm producing 30 times 4, it's 120 and I need 50, I can make 2. Can I really do 5 per minute? Correct me if I'm wrong here, but am I wrong? I don't think I am. I don't think that you're not very good at math, but I hear you. All right, I'm gonna have to do... Yeah, that's fair. Mine is 2. I was actually thinking that it might be... Yeah, we're right at the 2-hour mark. It might be time to change up actually the game. I know I've wanted to stream this game a lot and I have done so, but it might be time to change it up to something else, and I'm not sure what that something else is just yet. I could stream some Elden Ring, which could be some fun. I don't know. What do you think? Elden Swing sounds like a fun time. Okay. All right. Well, I will have to come back off cam, off stream, and try and finish some of that up. But that, I think I could get with some Elden Ring. I think that could be some fun. So, I'm gonna get back to the main base, get us saved up, get the stream renamed, and I think I'm going to take a quick break and yeah, stretch my legs out, see what I can grab in terms of a snack, and grab some water, and yeah, I'll see y'all on the other side. Right. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for being here. I'm glad you're here. All right, I'm gonna get this shut down, and I'm actually gonna get switched over to the VRIB. I'll be right back. See you soon. right, and we're back. So, how's everybody doing? I'm just getting a couple of settings set up. Go figure. Getting a couple of things as far as my controller and other pieces go set up, so that I can have everything kind of ready to go here. I got a couple things back incorrectly done here. Bear with me. Apologies. There we go. All right, that should do. Oops, today's is not what I meant to do. I actually am planning on starting a whole new whole new save that I'm gonna do entirely with loud noises. Be honest, okay. I think that's one of my partners' save. But I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna start a brand new save, and I'm gonna run a pure samurai from the start to the end, not changing any weapons. I don't think I'm gonna change any armor. In fact, I'm gonna do it naked. At least we'll see how the naked samurai does. All right, so samurai fights at beat. This is gonna be Gertrude, I think, is gonna be the name. But with like a bunch of E's. Just, I don't know why not. Let's see. I could go with the land between, get some starting runes. But it wouldn't be a bad idea to have... yeah, you know what? Play it safe. Why not? But I think I need to alter the body and make the legs just big. Make thick. Thick with like 5 C's. I think her head's just gonna be a little bit big because her ego is big too. And I need her to have a big target. I need Margit to be able to hit a big target. I need to justify everything there as if it has a sizable target. Bear with me a second. I need to change one thing about my description here. All right, yeah, it's time to become the Elden King. I just needed to modify my my details a little bit. I'm gonna make her muscly so that she's extra thick. You can't stop me. Huh. Got 2. I think we need to have some Celtic iconography here. And I think we're gonna have it be like a bright orange so that everybody gets to see it. Well, oh, hello. Hi, Lexi. Welcome. That's okay. I appreciate it. I'm glad to have you. I was just getting ready to start a brand new naked as the day I was born, samurai only from start to finish with the base weapons and equipment here. I think I will make one small exception in that I am going to grab talismans as I go along. But apart from that, it's going to be no armor, starting weapons. That's it. You're going to see a few deaths. It's going to be a little bloody. But you know, we'll go from there. I'm skipping the intro. You can't stop me. You probably should reset the death counter, to be fair. We don't need to worry about as to why there's a death counter already. In my other save, I have beaten Elden Ring a few times. Why am I not remembering? I'm not remembering my bind. Ah. Should write that down for Satisfactory so that that's still there. Okay, so that's not the button. This is E. This is Q. Okay. Yep, there we go. Okay, we figured it out. We did it, gang. We figured out our own controls. Yay. All right. Is this game as loud as it is for you as it is for me? Oh. Alright, well. Here comes the first. Hey, buddy. Yeah? Is that so? Ow. Does that count as a death? It's not really a death. It's like an intro death, as in there was not many consequences death. I need to turn this down. Coming in super hot on my audio. Goodness. Oh. Okay. Just getting started? No, I've been here before. The Cave of Knowledge. Do I need to go through the Cave of Knowledge so I can learn me some things? Is it worth it? I don't think it's really worth it. It's not like I'm speedrunning this or anything, but I don't know that it's necessarily worth it to me for running down here. Yeah, I can always come back to the chapel and do it if I'm really feeling a need for it. That's fair. That's a fair name. It's not a bad name at all. Down with the thickness. Love it. Oh, I do need to come back. I can't finish the game unless I beat the Soldier of Godric. I think I have to do that one barefisted. But that's okay. I can come back and do that. I don't mind that one. I don't mind having a fist fight there. It could be some fun. You never know. Whee! Whee! Oh. Grace exists to guide the tarnished and lead them along the proper path. Even now, some sites of grace retain that power. Their golden rays will guide you along your way. Superhero landing. Hey there, Crusader. Frame was doing a bit of a fuzzy, and so I needed to do something different. So that's a convenient stopping point. I'm gonna do an Elden Ring run that I can kind of bounce back and forth between. Doing a Naked as the Day I Was Born, only samurai equipment, meaning like samurai sword from the start, bow and arrow from the start, run of Elden Ring. And I don't know that I'm particularly setting a speed cap on anything in this. Yeah, it is. I'm sorry. I can try and fix that here in a second. That coming in any less hot than it was before? Okay, cool. Let me know if it starts peaking again and I'll happily drop it, all right? But yeah, Elden Ring, starting katana, bow and arrow, talismans, naked as the day I was born, strength, dex. Do I have to beat all remembrance bosses, or do I just do like a regular, like straight through run? I think I have to beat all remembrance bosses, right? Like I have to beat all of them? All remembrances. Okay. Cool. I get to fight Melania, the best boss in the game, one who has never given me any amount of distress ever. Cool. Lovely. You know what? Fuck you, Callie. Rude. Nope, not it. Ow. Ha 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 ha, you are ugly. You're right. Bear with me a moment. Still trying to figure this out. I'm gonna do that on the right hand side. Over here. And that would be, for those of us playing the home game, our first death. Yep, thanks. I knew it was coming. Can you do an Elden Ring deaths count? Like ER deaths count? Would that be a possibility? I'll have to figure out how to rebrand the other one to like Satisfactory deaths count, because those are different parameters. I'm not obviously fighting like a ton of bosses in Satisfactory. I mean, I'm not really fighting a lot of bosses except for my own damn self, as it turns out. DTS, stay away from me. Whee! Church of Allah. Thank you. All right. I need. Thank you. I need Ronnie. Ronnie! Fine, I'll wait. I guess I'll wait for the princess. Oops, sorry. You're a death ad. Okay. Is that what the code looks like? Interesting. All right, I have to go the other place first. Go to sleep. Good night. Ba-dum bum ba-dum 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 bum ba-dum. He didn't even see what was coming. He had no idea whatsoever. Hey, buddy. Bummer, dude. Yeah. I've been there before. I've been there before. It's rough that first time. Oh god, finding out that there's like mandatory and not mandatory bosses, and all you can do is just sit at the grace, please. All you can do is just sit there and wonder what you were thinking when did it go so wrong? I lost a friend. I forgot I had some background music on for Satisfactory. And when I sat down at the grace and the cutscene started, and it's like this up-tempo, like jazz in the background.
Greetings,
Hello.
traveler from beyond the fog.
Yes. Hi.
I am Melina.
Hi. That's Melina.
I offer you an accord.
Yeah? What is it? Melanoma, please tell me what your accord is.
Have you heard of the Finger Maidens?
No.
They serve
I'm
the two
dumb as
fingers,
rocks.
offering guidance and aid to the tarnished.
Ah. Well, what if I want to serve
I am
the three
afraid
finger?
are maidenless. I can play the role of maiden,
But I am a maiden. This
turning
this-
runes into strength.
this
aid you
disrespectful,
in your search for the elden.
disrespectful
You
melanoma.
take me with you
I
to
suppose
the
I
foot
could.
of the Erd tree.
You drive a hard bargain there, melatonin. I suppose I will accept.
Ah,
Oops.
another matter.
Oh yeah?
I bequeath to you this ring.
I'm good. Oh, well.
Use it to traverse great distances.
So like,
It will summon a spectral steed
oh.
named Torrent.
Oh.
Torrent has chosen you.
Uh-oh. Bummer, Callie.
Treat him with respect.
I suppose I could. I suppose I will.
Should I turn your
Yes.
runes to let my hand
No.
share them with me.
No.
Your thoughts, your ambitions.
Oh, you don't want to know
what
those
else you
things.
would follow.
You sure don't want to know those things either. Melanoma, you and I, we don't know each other like you think we do, and that's a problem for you. So, bye. Um, all right. So, if I'm remembering correctly, yeah, there we go. Whee! All right, time to go beat up some idiots and get some runes. Get absolutely staggered, my boy. Good night. I won't be saying that a lot if I'm doing that every time I kill something. That's gonna get real old for y'all. The bleed. Love that. Kazoo noise is playing in the background. Hey, your buddy just got fucking murked. What are you doing? You think you have the power? Incorrect, sir. You just watched your friend get absolutely annihilated. And you did nothing. You sat there and you let him die. His death is on your hands. Cool. Money. Yeah. Here's the really disrespectful part. Ow. So anyways, so anyways, before I was so rudely interrupted, this area is just a matter of like order of operation, really. At least insofar as what I remember. It's been a minute since I've played fully this whole part of the game. Cool. Money. And various kazoo noises. That's fair. What are you doing? Don't do that. Stop. Stop. Dang. It really doesn't have to be like this. I promise you it really doesn't. We could have talked like civilized humans, but I digress. I do need my runes back, however. Whee! Oh, and these poor idiots think I'm somewhere completely different. Oh, hey, puppy. Oh. Hey. I got something to tell you. Well, I had something to tell you. Hey, whoa, friend. Wow. I gotta go. I really gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. Sorry. I'm in the wrong neighborhood. You're right. That was my bad. That was on me. I fucked up. Cool. Could go for some more health points. Yeah, I could do that. And I'm not going to be anywhere near as like legendary or proficient in this game as like Aggie or Bushy or anybody like that, but you know, I gotta start somewhere, I suppose. You're right. Yeah, I woke up. Oh. I could use potentially some more what's the word I'm looking for? Vigor. Yeah, buddy. What? Okay, get better at timing. I said, get better at timing. Yeah, that was deserved. I earned that one. Thanks, Callie. You right. I could use the what's the word I'm looking for? I could use the spirit calling bell. That would be really cool to have. Where the hell did everybody go?
May I have a word? I am the witch. I'd heard hand upon the talk thou art as the call for. I was entrusted by torrents. 'Tis a bell summon them the spirits now it is that.
Not what I wanted to do.
Forgive mine intrusion.
No, I'm good. All right, time to go get the physic. That's cute. Ow. Nothing I did to you. I'm just riding my horse down the road. What the hell, man? Oh, Knight's Cav. Nope. I'm good. So good. I wish I could define exactly to you how good I am. And not wanting to play any kind of game with you. Knights Cab aggro butthole. Ow! Hey! Anyway, I was on the way to go get the physic when suddenly disaster struck. Not a damn thing I did to them. Goodness. All right. There's that. Yeah, there we go. Goodness. And if you're just joining us, we're doing a naked, thick samurai. Start with only the starting equipment. Run all remembrance bosses. So far, we have none. We're doing real good. We just started. We're how far in? We're probably like what would you say? 30 to 45 minutes in, if that. Not very much at all. But we are just about to pick up the physic, which is really cool. Oh, and a tier. E. Alright, gets added automatically. Tiers up your amount of healing per. The seeds will do the quantity, but the tiers will do the like the amount that you get healed. And also it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's also your
Words of Queen Marika.
your FP as well.
Long ago. If you wish, I will share them with you. Very well. In Marika's own words, my lord.
Oh yeah?
With
Uh-huh.
thine eyes did
Please,
you will wage
go
well.
on. Sure. Yeah, very nice thing to grab, actually. Yep. Yep. All right. All right. I'm gonna go grab a few runes if I can, and see about getting another seed and the strength here. Oh no! If only it didn't announce itself so aggressively, it would be that much more dastardly. Oh no, they heard that I was in the area. I wonder, can I avoid the puppies? Nope, sure can't. Suddenly puppies. Very loud suddenly puppies. Goofy fucking game. Alright, you will not prevent me from reaching my ultimate goal here, which is to grab the strength here. Oh. And I should be able to do something here. Hi. Hello. Having ourselves a nice nap, aren't we? Yeah, there we go, buddy. Good night. Oh, that feels good. Nice bit of runes there. I can deal with those pretty easily. It's just I have to be able to get away and separate. Ooh. Do I try Margit? Or do I go get the Dex tier and then try Margit? Can you remind me where it is? Because that would be really helpful. I am blanking on it right now. It's been a minute since I played the game. Take your time. Oh. Ow. Christ. You're right. Be sure to miss at least 2 of your hits. That'll help. There we go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There we go. Come here. Good night. There we go. Gotta love getting that bleed proc. Small island. Ah, right. Boil prawn. That's right. I gotta go deal with Margit first then. Well, do I? I don't actually. Yeah, I don't actually have to get through Margit to get to Boil Prawn. I can go around because I know a cheeky little way around it. Or I know the way around it, I suppose. Do some endurance because I would like some of that, and that's gonna be what we're gonna do, and we're gonna have to hold the rest of it. No. Now we hold the rest of it. Nope. Wrong button. Whee. Wait. Oh my goodness, trying to figure out the buttons again. Oh my god, I haven't played this game in a minute. Oh well. It's this button, that's the one I need. Alright, and then I need to set a waypoint for this. Because that's the way to get to Liurnia. Alright, there we go. Suddenly puppies everywhere. So many puppies you wouldn't even believe it. Right, I need to be up in this height. Then I can go all the way into Boiled Prawn and Liurnia of the Lakes. That's the direction. You missed. And you're ugly. I just jumped off the edge there and into nothing. That would have been the ultimate fail, I think. It would have been mighty unpleasant for me. But that's okay. It didn't happen. Did not come to pass. We're going around the side over here. We're just skirting past all of Stormgate, Target's little legacy dungeon. We're also not dealing with Godric yet because I don't wanna. Not without the dex tier at least. So we're gonna do it that way. Hey, Ionia's Lakes. Hey. I could also try. Well, I have to do it with the basic starting weapon. I can't use the fists. I can't cheese this. Oop. Get myself another tier. Ride a horse through this guy's church. Go almost the wrong direction and not go the wrong direction. Head over this way. Whee! 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 Ooh. And alright, then I'm headed over this way to the map first, and then the rest of it. Oh, right. Right. I remember now. They put the map in the middle of this little stretch of road so that you have to come past a whole bunch of other nonsense that is gonna knock you off your horse. So you have to earn the right to the map. Nope. Thank you. Goodbye. Nope. 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 I'm good. I'm so good. I am so good. You don't even need to think about me. I'm not even a threat to anybody. Not even myself. You really don't. You really don't. You really don't. Hello, Melatonin. What you got for me now?
Forgive me. I've been testing you
Oh,
to determine if the Elden Ring would truly have you.
probably not.
If you had the metal to endure this long and arduous path.
Nah.
It seems my worries were unfounded. Torrent had your measure from the very whereas I may there is, but I can take gathering plate. Very
Yeah.
well. Let my
Wouldn't
hand
mind having the round table hold. All right, and off we go to this place. Get that flask set up. So I can edge death just a little bit longer. See if I can upgrade anything in here.
You're no nomad
Oh,
layout,
yeah. Nope. Knew the answer to the question and I still asked it anyway. That's okay. Off to the castle. Not yet. Not to the mid castle. Not to the castle that I kind of need to go to. Oh. I don't know why I was compelled to go grab that, but I sure was. And now I have it. I don't know what to do with it. I don't want it. Where am I going? What are we doing? Going this way. I head like basically directly west from where I just was. Going in a big old boomerang, big old U. Oil prawn is, I think, on the other side of this grace, or it's just north of this grace. Should be just north of here. At least if I'm remembering correctly. Again, it's been a minute since I played this game. But yeah, there we go. Oh, Deathbird. Okay. Is it time for Deathbird? Do we have to right now? Really? We really don't. Hey, boil prawn. Southwest of the island, right? Alright, so this looks like an island and it is in the southwest. No Deathbird. Albinarix. Is this the next tier? Hey, there we go. Goodbye. There we go. Next tier indeed. All right, it's time to go fight the idiot. All right, come watch me get my ass handed to me by a fucking crackpot. Well, I'm 5 C's thick. Bye, everybody. No, come back here. Thank you. Not like it really matters. I'm not going to be using this anyway. So aggressive. Nothing I did to them. I just hit a rock. I basically just hit a little sphere. A little dung beetle. And this is how they respond. This is how they welcome me. Fuck you. You see how rude these people are? This castle, they're not welcoming at all. Christ. Sit down at the grace. Okay. Here we go.
Foul tarnished.
Yes.
In search of the elden ring.
Yeah.
Emboldened by the flame of ambition.
I guess, yeah. He did a superhero landing.
Someone must extinguish thy flame.
Why?
Let it be Margit the Fell.
As in the guy who's gonna be felled? Puppies. Yep. That makes sense. Oh, brother. Hi. Remember me? Bummer.
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins.
Yeah.
Tarnished.
Yeah. Hey. Remember me? I remember me.
I shall remember thee, tarnished.
I
Smoldering with thy meager flame.
Meager. That's a lot of shit to be talking for a dead guy. That's the first time I've ever first teed Margit. Ever. And that asshole had the gall to say meager flame. That my flame is meager. What a dickhead. Who does that? Who gets who gets first teed off rip and then says in the background, as is dead, I'll remember you, weakling.
You there? Come over here, would you?
Yeah, okay. Oh, I'm sorry, babe.
It's tightly hooked. The guard, you'll breach the castle.
Nah, I'll go to the main gate. Thanks, so.
But of course,
Is this gonna go as poorly as I think it is? It sure is. We're gonna try it anyway. Oi. The hell, man?
you, the guard, you'll slip.
Oh, I'll use the main gate.
It's only
Okay. Hello, lighting? We good?
the gates. Open the gates.
All right. Here we go. Ah, boy. I forgot about this part of the map where everything and its brother wants to try kill me. Yikes. Right, the Nemean lion and everything. Nope. Nope. You don't. You ain't got to do this, friend. You really don't. You really, really don't. I promise you. It doesn't have to be like this. Like, it really doesn't. Christ. You think I'm doing a speed run with all the tech that I'm trying. I swear to God, I'm not. I'm not trying to speed run things. I'm just trying to get through the parts of the game that I don't like. I guess in that way I'm doing a speed run, but like, is it really a speed run? You had better leave me the hell alone. Stop it. Yep. Always forget about that part. Stop. I'm gonna die. Called it. First T Margit. And then immediately die to some fucking asshole on a smoke break. Best game. Thank you. That's 5. Indeed. Indeed. It's 5. Do I have a chance in hell of getting back to my runes? Probably not, realistically. But if I can deal with this godforsaken lion here. Or if my puppies can actually help me. Oi. Fuck. Thank you. Yep. That makes sense. Yeah, that's 6 though. So it's fine. I didn't need to get through that part unscathed. I just wanted to get in there because I wanted cheese. It's fine. I don't want to deal with that lion again though, so I'm going this way. Oh, rip to those runes. That's fine. Choo! 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 Okay. Choo! 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 Yep. 7. I'm getting too confident. I'm getting too cocky. I'm thinking that my dick is actually bigger than it is. Jesus. Brother. Oh, okay. Again, you'd think that I'm using, like, I'm doing a speed run or something with all the tech that I'm using. It's just, I don't like dealing with this part of the game, so I don't want to deal with it. It feels bad to cheat myself ahead to, like, second remembrance, but yeah, I don't know. It feels bad to cheat ahead to that point. I don't want to do it. Hey, boys. What is going on with graphics here? Yep, you're right. I'm leaving too. Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, that giant and those birds and probably the two dudes that are with that giant would probably agree that it does take a little bit of skill to get past them. But that's mostly because their egos are tiny and they need to find some kind of excuse as to why they failed on their job. Lest this guy I'm about to go assassinate rip them apart and use their bones for his new arm. All right, time to fight Godric.
Mighty dragon, thou the true-born heir. Lend me thy strength, O kindred. Deliver me unto greater heights.
It must go in pretty well with 6 fingers. Yeah? What you got, buddy?
Tarnished. Plain as a lord. I command thee
No.
I am the lord of all that is golden.
Are you, though? You seem like a weak-ass bitch. All right, puppies, it's time to go fight. I said. The fuck? My camera wouldn't, like, I couldn't target lock him. 8. Oh well. I didn't say I was gonna first team Godric. I just happened to first team Margit. I'm gonna chalk that up to dumb, shockingly blinding luck. That or some level of skill. I don't know which. Probably a little bit of both. Little column A, little column B. Nine. Am I gonna get him on the second tee? 9. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh well. I am fighting him with a level 1, like level none actually, katana, so that might explain some things. Yep, you're right. Christ. Here we go again. Thou art unfit even to graft. Ow. Yep. Gotta be patient. Gotta be more patient. That's 11, that one, I think. Buddy, what the hell? 12. This is about what I expected for this part of the game. To be honest, like, to be straight up, this is about what I expected. Am I gonna change anything about what I do? Maybe. A little bit. We'll see. Probably not. Since I'm not allowed any clothes and I kind of have to just deal, we'll see what happens. Jesus. 13. Fucking Christ. Well, I suppose if you're watching, if you're just joining us, if you're enjoying the stream at all, I'm currently throwing my head, bashing my head against the wall, trying to kill Godric, trying to get past this first remembrance boss. I could go run and grab a talisman. That would be probably helpful, but I am feeling apparently rather not motivated to do that. Rough. Yep. I think that's 15. If I'm remembering correctly, that's 15. But I don't remember it. There, I think, is an ER death count, or ER death command. 14? Okay. I am blanking. It's happening so fast now that I am here. I don't remember exactly how it's going. Poor, I think, is a good way to describe it. $15. You'd think I'd get an achievement at some point or another for dying so many times within a certain time span. Yeah. You're right. I really should.
unfit even to grab.
Slow down as in like not go for every opening. Try not to go for every opening. That's what you're meaning, right? Because like that's what I should probably do. Jesus. Buddy. The hell is your deal?
Slowly tarnished, thou art unfit even to grab.
Might go fight fucking Rolana just to feel something. Christ. I say then rushing headlong into this fight again. Where's the stagger, brother? Thank you. Goodness gracious. Thank you for the bleed. Oh, fucking time. Jesus Christ. Nope. Denying you the pleasure. You better knock it off. You better fucking knock it off, dude. Swear to God. Yep. Yep. I have not figured out the pattern on that that fucking axe drag. But fucking Christ, that felt good. Getting him to phase 2 finally. Wait. Hold up. Can I do Ashes of War? I have the whetstone. Thank you. I don't have the whetstone. I need to go get the whetstone. I grabbed a smithing stone, but I don't think I grabbed a whetstone. Because that's...
You're and I can also that you're not after my then wine. I am Carly.
frick. I don't know where a whetstone is. This is a problem.
Goodbye for now.
Thank you. Can I request some assistance finding a whetstone? Thank you, thank you. Gateford Ruins. Oh yeah, right. You would think that would have been like the first place I would have gone. It's down in that little cavern, or that little, yeah, the whetstone knife. It's down below, this little area here. Of course, I want to dodge this idiot and his friends. All right, you good? Thank you. Ah. All right. You wanted to play, we'll play. Stop it. Brother. Thank you, God. Rest of you fuckers. Weak sauce comparatively. Whoops. Yeah, the wolves were doing work up until they misunderstood the assignment and had a bad time. Stop it. All right, whetstone knife. I need to be able to put on an Ash of War here. I'd be able to do something. Because Godric the Gooner is in need of some loss of limb here. Thank you. Yeah, sure, that'll work. Why not? We'll do that. Oops, it is this. give it a whirl. See if we can do it again. Probably not, but we'll try it. He definitely does have an above average number of arms. Probably too many if you ask me. No. Well, yeah, I don't think I want that. Actually, I don't have an Ash of War that I really would like, honestly. Unsheath is probably better. Just because it... Well, there's one right there too, right? Wait. I'm good. I lied. I was not good. I, as it turns out, was not good. But I got this Ash of War. Try something different. Nah. You guys are so mad that they're throwing things at me. Jesus. All right, Gryffindor. What we got? Heat-seeking fucking whirlwind. I'm already down to 1 health potion too. Brother, where is the Sagger? Thank you, God. Oh boy. Let's go. Phase 2. You ugly mother. Okay, can I sneeze on him for 1 health? Can I do that? Come on. Fuck you. and your ugly ass arms.
We'll return together to our home,
Ugh.
bathed in rays of gold.
Get fucking. Oh. Thank you. God. Yeah, it has been almost a year. Maybe a little bit, little bit under. And for not having any upgraded weapons at this point, as well as like only a level 1, level none, I don't have any other talismans on A. I don't have any armor on. I don't have anything else except for basic weapons. I probably could spend a little bit of time and stand to benefit from upgrading at least 1 or 2 things, but am I going to spend the time right now? Maybe. We'll see. I don't have a lot of key item locations memorized. I haven't done speedrun for this. But don't have a solid memory for a lot of these things. But that being said, after having been away from the game for as long as I have, which is like 8 to 10 months at the low end, knocking out Godric and knocking out Margit first T, that's pretty good. Let's see. Coming up next, we have either Rolana or Radon, in which case I have to go either to the center of Liurnia of the Lakes and go to what the hell is it called? I have to go to the manor, or I have to go into hold on 1 second. I have to go into the southeast here. But I could also just cheese it, skip Renana, and get up to Altus and not have to deal with that. But I'd rather just, you know, get through this part of the game and see where that takes us. But not bad progress so far. Been streaming Elden Ring for, I think, about 2 hours now, just a little under. But I'm not at all upset or disappointed in my progress here. A little frustrated for sure. I would like to have not died 19 times so far. Hi. Y'all are so aggressive. I would like to have not died 19 times, but also it's not really that bad. There are, I mean, from my first playthrough, I took 35, I think, attempts to beat Margit. So, like, I'm not at all pressed about it taking 19 to get to Godric. And, like, not even all of those came from Godric. I think I had 1 or 2 before even getting through fucking 1 or 2 before getting through even to Godric. I also died before I got even to Margit. So, like, there's no shame here.
Back again,
I don't need to do that. Just need to get over there. I'm gonna upgrade my my katana here a couple times, and yeah.
Now, those eyes of a Chalivine and well.
All right. Well, we got 2 now, at least. So that's something. Huh. This is the part of the game where I lose any kind of direction or motivation, not motivation, but like sense of direction and like urgency to go any particular direction. Because again, I could get up to Altus or I could get out into this part of the world, which I am blanking on the name of, which feels silly. But I think this is also a pretty good spot to call it here for the night, at least for Elden Ring. I think I'm also kind of done streaming for the night. I'm about 45 over what I kind of blocked out as far as time goes. But if you join me here live, you're here with me now, I really appreciate your time. I am thankful to have had some company while I've been playing these games. If you're catching me on the VOD or on YouTube or anywhere else, I'm glad to see you here. I'd love for you to join me live. You can share in my frustration or laugh at my chagrin, whichever you prefer. But I'll catch y'all on the next one. I appreciate you hanging out with me. I hope you have a great rest of your day, great rest of your evening, a great rest of your night. Be cool, be kind, be excellent to each other, and yeah, try and spread some love and positivity. I'll catch y'all soon. But I hope you have a great rest of your night and a great rest of your day and a great rest of your evening. Take care.